I love the way God does things, because when God puts things in place, even though sometimes it may take work and it may take change, it's always going to be to our benefit. So we have to understand the principle. If we understand the principle, it's much easier for us to go forth and do it. Does that make sense to you? Ephesians chapter 6, you there? Verse 8 says, knowing that whatsoever good thing any man doeth, the same shall he receive of the Lord, whether he be bond or free. That is such good news for us, because God will be there for me just like I'm there for others. And so when I put myself in a position to be there for others, God's going to be there for me. So okay, I said that like that for me, but you got to look at it like that for you. When you put yourself in a position to be there for others, it sets God up to be there for you. Isn't that good news? Turn to 2 Timothy chapter 2. So as you're turning to 2 Timothy chapter 2, I want you to understand that this is a fundamental biblical principle and the fact is, we will never outgive God. So when we encourage others, God encourages us on his level. So we're not going to out-encourage God. Got it? So this is something that takes serious change. We have to be willing to encourage others. And let me just give you just a second to think. When is the last time you just said something to just encourage other people? Look, does it really hurt you to just tell somebody how good they look? Or how nice they are? Or how kind they are? Or how their smile is nice, or you have a nice car. You know, every time I see you, you just always look so nice, and you look so kind. You're such a friendly person, right? Now, there's something that happens when you do that with people. It's sort of like the lizard lick smile. Y'all don't know what that is. It's like if you walk up and you see somebody and you go, y'all know they're going to do it back, right? You know, if you just, you just walk up and you just go, they're going to smile back at you. You know, okay, so that wasn't an encouraging word, but it was an encouraging look. Y'all tripping like y'all ain't never seen people do, like, okay, so, all right, so normally when people do it, not only do they do that, but their eyebrows move too. Right? So tell your neighbor, say, this is important. So it's good for us to encourage other people, because it holds us accountable and it helps guide our attitude. Because you can't be stank trying to be an encourager. Right? You can't have a stank attitude trying to encourage other people. Well, you just need to be happy then. I mean, who's gonna hear that? Right? So tell your neighbor, say, it's important to encourage other people. You can start with me. Hey! 2 Timothy chapter 2. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1. It says, thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Christ Jesus. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. So we've got work to do. We have a responsibility, but it's more than, I want you to see that it's more than a mandate. You know, because oftentimes when we see mandates, we look at it like it's labor. But this shouldn't be laborious for us. This should be something that brings us joy, but that takes change. Does that make sense to you? So we have to do that. Turn to Isaiah chapter 54. Isaiah chapter 54. So we're going to encourage others to have the same posture, right? When God sends change, we got to encourage others to have the same posture. And one of the reasons that's important is because, you know, people don't generally like change. And so when people experience change, the automatic posture typically is for a person to complain. I need you to catch that. That's typically a habitual posture of people. In other words, it's just more of a habit to say something negative about something that's new. Got it? So what we have to do, we have to be those people who are the ones who are saying, oh no, this is great. This is great. In fact, Dr. James is going to talk about something that's changed in particular tonight that's really going to bless you. And so I think this is a great opportunity for you to start right there. But when you look at these verses in 2 Timothy, this is exciting because this keeps us moving forward in the correct direction. We have to be moving forward in the correct direction. And so the other thing we have to do is we have to eliminate the hindrances to our change. We have to eliminate the hindrances to our change. Say, I have to eliminate them. So now this whole idea is important because, look, say this is huge. Because here's the thing with it, based on principle, you cannot harbor the enemy to your future and think you are still going to succeed. You can't be bedfellows with the enemy. You can't be bedfellows with bad habits. You can't be bedfellows with poor decisions and be shocked when things don't work out. Does that make sense? And so all right, so maybe it's not you. So this seems like this one's hard. Y'all gonna make me work on this one. I'll give you an example because I know we all know people like this. Not you though, right? So have you ever seen a person that their life is a train wreck and they always complain to you about it? Foolishness always happening in their life, and it's like, why do they tell me all their business? Anybody? And so for those who didn't raise your hand, the people that raised their hand, they're going to vouch to tell you that this is really accurate. And so they always complain to you, right? And then you always give them good advice, right? And then they say they know the good advice. Seriously, though? So I know it's not you. It's all the people you talk to, right? But they have so many issues, and then as soon as you give them some wisdom, they like, yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You know, yeah, I tried that. Or how about that one? You know, no, you do this. I tried that. Really? I'm the only one who have this issue, right? That people talk to me about stuff, and you give them wisdom, and they automatically tell you that they know it. Well, if you know it, why aren't you doing it? So we have to eliminate hindrances to our change. So here's something to think about. Ask yourself, what are those things that you refuse to change that hinder your ability to live a maximized life?